Question number 10. According to Kevin, what will be the impact of including treats and skin picking in the DCM? Option A. It will help to introduce more effective medical interventions. B. It will give confidence to more people with BFRBs to seek medical intervention. C. Accurate data regarding the prevalence of BFRB will be available. D. It will attract more useful research on the BFRB. Now in the fourth paragraph, Nancy Kivudan, you can see that in the middle of the passage. Nancy Kivudan, you can see that in the center of the paragraph. We were over the moon, ecstatic, when it was given its own diagnostic label, says Nancy Kivudan, director. The next sentence, you can see that a diagnostic label validates people's experiences and encourages them to seek treatment. She says, in the absence of the name, the tendency had been to think, I don't know anybody else who has this, I must be really wired. And I don't know anybody else who has this. From these words, you can understand that accurate data regarding the prevalence of BFRB will be available or not available. It means that there is no any data available. And the diagnostic label validates people's experiences and encourages them to seek treatment. From this part of the sentence, encourages them to seek treatment means it will give confidence to more people with BFRB to seek treatment. Means encourage means it gives confidence. So that's why B is the right answer, and there is no information regarding A and D. Question 11. What does the word these in the fifth paragraph stand for? Options: behavior therapies, OCDs, better known psychiatric conditions, D, BFRBs. And here in the passage, you can see that administration approved medication to treat BFRBs. In fact, compared with the better known psychiatric conditions such as OCD, BFRBs remain markedly under-researched. The next sentence, historically, there has been almost no funding for these disorders. And here you can see that the grammar which is used here, there has been, has usually, as you know, that it is used the singular subjects. Here you can see there are subjects OCD as well as BFRBs, and once there is has is used, it mostly concentrates or supports the second subject of the section. That's why BFRB becomes the right answer, not OCD or better known psychiatric conditions. It is mainly concentrating on BFRBs. Now the question number 12. What does Kivudan mention in the 7th paragraph as a limitation of the research on BFRB so far? And the options, they were small and narrow in scope, they were not scientific enough, they lack funding, their methods were not useful. In the 7th paragraph, you can see in the beginning itself, which has been funded by TLC donors. It means C option, they are talking about they lacked funding, but in the passage you can see that it is funded. So C is wrong. And there is information, she notes up until now, researchers have tended to study BFRBs in narrow slices. Narrow slices means it is a phrasal usage. They were small and narrow in scope. Whereas other information, B as well as D, you cannot see in the passage. But there is a slight information, their methods were not useful. Whereas in the passage, it isn't especially helpful and there is no information useful or not. So that's why D is also eliminated. Now the question number 13, what does the phrase in narrow slices in the 7th paragraph mean? And there are 4 options. You can see step by step, in small sample sizes with limited scope on a limited number of BFRBs. Narrow slices means is a phrasal usage It means that with a limited scope. So once you search the passage, you may not get any information regarding with the limited scope, but it means that limited scope. That's why C is the right answer. Now question number 14. Which of the following best describes habit reversal training? There are four options. It has proved effective in all BFRBs. It involves patients avoiding the context which cause BFRBs. It only offers short-term improvement. Not all patients manage to retain the improvement in the long term. Make sure you understand the keywords of the question and keywords in the options too. And the question it is asked about best description. That means we should get the most suitable option. And the last sentence of the last paragraph, it is talking about, for example, when faced with an urge to pick, someone might instead make a fist or play with a fidget toy. In some studies, more than half of adults with kids achieve short-term improvement. It means that more than half, majority only got short-term improvement. Whereas in the option C, you can see that only offers short-term. There is no information about only short-term improvement. Majority only got short-term improvement. That's the information in the passage. Whereas the last sentence, however, some find it difficult to maintain the result over time. That means the people, those who got the result, could not maintain over time. It means that not all patients manage to retain the improvement in the long term. So that's why D becomes the